Alright, ready to wipe Alpha Key with music under mic and cue the talent in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wipe Alpha Key. Go.
It's 11 o'clock and ahead on WPTV News. Severe weather is to blame for 50-car pileup that resulted in serious injuries.
White Beta. Key.
And a gun store manager saves a baby from falling head first.
Lose it.
All that and more coming up next on
Alpha.
News Brief.
And wipe Alpha. Wipe camera 2, mic and cue.
Stand by, guys.
Wipe camera 2.
1 and go.
Key.
Welcome to this WPTV News Brief. I'm Brianna Guyton.
And I'm Rob McDermott. It's 55 degrees right now and we'll have a complete forecast coming up. But first, this morning's local stories.
Take on with.
Last night, a fire broke out at a Wayne storage facility. Firefighters responded as fast as they could to put out the fire, but there has been major structural damage. PSE&G has shut down power in the area, and a demolition crew has been asked to take down the building. Authorities are still trying to figure out what caused the explosion last Friday night, and thankfully no one was hurt.
Take 3 with.
Get ready, New Jersey. The American Dream Mall has opened its latest attraction, an indoor ski complex. Thanks to Big Snow, the founders of Mountain Creek Ski Resort, this indoor ski ramp will be the first of its kind in the United States. Gold medalist Lindsey Vonn was in attendance for opening day and was shocked by how great the conditions were. To purchase lift tickets, visit AmericanDream.com.
Take 1 with.
The debate is over. Central Jersey does exist, according to Governor Cuomo. Yesterday, Murphy tweeted, "As governor of the great state of New Jersey, I hereby declare that Central Jersey does exist. For those who live in Middlesex, Mercer, Monmouth, and Somerset counties, your voices have been heard. People from North and South Jersey will still continue this debate, but Governor Murphy has taken his stance."
Take 3 with.
Hoboken SantaCon pub crawl left a few individuals on the naughty list following this weekend's events. There were at least 4 arrests and nearly 50 summons handed out throughout the day. According to Hoboken police, many of the offenses were given for open container violations, and one of the arrests was for trespassing and obstruction. Despite the rough crowd, the event also collected toy donations for children in need.
Take 2 clean.
Let's check news around campus this morning. Here's Schaefer Johnson.
Take 3 clean. Key.
Thanks, Brianna. Good morning, Pioneers. If you are stressing about finals, there are some puppies to say hi to in the multipurpose room at Common Hour today. Take a break from studying and stop by. The WP Confessions page is sparking controversy again. There is a mysterious person who never closes their trunk in Lot 6. People have been taking pictures doing questionable things, like putting a trash can on it or sitting on it. Many people are asking in the comments to be respectful and enjoy it from a distance. The library will be open 24 hours all the way through December 20th for anyone to study for finals. Good luck on finals, Pioneers. I'm Schaefer Johnston. Back to you, Brianna.
And take 1 clean.
Let's take a look at the week's 5-day forecast. Today is going to be a humid and rainy day with a high of 56 and a low of 31. For tomorrow, the temperature is going to drop and that rain is going to turn into early morning snow. The high will be 38 and chilling of 19. Thursday, the snow will come out with a high of 35 and a low of 24. Ending out the week, Friday, you can expect soon afternoon showers with a high of 45 and a low of 42. Going to the weekend Saturday, the rain continues with a slightly warmer weather with a high of 53 and a low of 41. That was your 5-day forecast.
Take 2 clean. Music under.
Coming up, a man rips a woman's wheelchair right from underneath her.
Stay with us to find out what he will be charged with and how the public reacted. Coming up.
And ready to dip the beta. And dip the beta. Ready to dip camera 2 and cue that. 5, 4, 3, and dip camera 2. Go. Key.
Welcome back to this WPTV News Brief. I'm Brianna Guyton.
And I'm Rob McDermott. Time now for stories making news around the country.
Take 1 with.
A massive accident involving at least 50 cars left the Iowa interstate closed for hours yesterday. Alex Schumann has more on the story.
Take Alpha Clean. And 1 center up. Coming to you for the tech.
One after another, trying to stop, but still crashing, shutting down the westbound part of Interstate 80 outside Altoona.
You weren't going that fast, but when you hit the brakes, you totally slid on the ice.
Christy Meyer's car was one of the few nearby to survive the accident unscathed.
Guy in front of me that had been hurt, so I was hoping that he was okay. And feeling very fortunate that I was in a pocket in between some semis that I didn't get hurt.
Sudden whiteout conditions created dangerous roadways across central Iowa. The Iowa State Patrol said this pileup by mile marker 139 involved an estimated 50 vehicles.
Once one vehicle slides and goes into a skid, then we have those secondary and other collisions that happen.
Authorities said one person suffered a serious injury, but most of the damage was to property. We got a real look at what the Iowa State Patrol was describing as crews untangled the wreckage. Sides of semi-trailers torn open, the rear of this car shredded, and the entire front of this yellow semi mangled. Authorities said the driver of this semi walked away uninjured.
That's a testament of the way some of these vehicles are built, but ultimately that driver did have a seatbelt on and could have saved his life today.
Take one clean.
Authorities warn drivers to slow down and leave more space for the car in front of them, in weather conditions such as this.
And take 3 with.
A baby left on the counter in a Utah gun shop almost fell headfirst onto the floor. The store manager caught the kid in time, and the whole thing was caught on camera. Here's Katie Careless with more.
Take off clean.
You're just an ordinary person who happened to have an opportunity to do something good, and you did it.
This is a surveillance video from Family Pawn in Hurricane. You can see 2 women shopping for a gun. They place a child on the glass counter. That's when things took a turn for the worse.
And I just saw the baby look unsteady, and I just booked it that way.
Bill, the store manager, notices the baby starting to fall and rushes into action.
It just so happened to time it out just right. It caught the baby just before it hit. I was scared to death. I grabbed the baby. My heart was racing. I was pretty shaken up. I held the baby for a couple of seconds and then gave it back to, I believe, Grandma.
Bill says the baby was falling head first, a 3.5-foot drop onto concrete.
So there's no doubt that baby was going to get hurt. And I think there was even a risk of, some brain injury, but lucky, to be in the right place at the right time.
Luckily, the baby was not injured. Bill says the story is an example of the many things that can go wrong when you take an eye off your kids for just a second.
It could have gone south, it could have gone bad, and it didn't. We got lucky. I just think we all have to do a better job of just being careful and watching our children and watching other people's children too.
And take 3.
There hasn't been any comment made by the 2 women, and it's a relief the baby wasn't injured or killed.
And take 1 with.
You didn't finish your holiday shopping, you're in luck. Best Buy is throwing their hat into the ring of stores with the best sales. Best Buy will be having a 12-day of deal sales going on during the holiday season. The sales will end on the 20th of this month. Best Buy is looking to sell products from Apple, Samsung, and Google. Also, they are looking to double their amount of TV sales during this holiday season.
And take 3 with.
A chilling video of a man stealing a wheelchair for a disabled person. Here with more on the story, John Treccier.
And take off.
It's shocking video going viral and leading weekend headlines.
New video today shows a man attempting to steal a wheelchair right out from underneath a woman on the light rail.
But now this man, 26-year-old Austin Sherbut, is behind bars, and the public is largely to credit for helping investigators. Not long after they released this video, he was captured.
When the community knows that somebody's in need, that something happened to somebody, they're wonderful about coming forward, giving us that information, and that information could be just a little small piece of a very large puzzle, but it's that piece that will help investigators crack the case wide open.
Jamie Rothschild with Silent Witness says that this case in particular gained traction fast, especially when you look at the video. It's hard not to be outraged.
Everybody who saw this video pretty much had the same reaction, which was, I can't believe what I'm seeing, and am I really seeing that?
Silent Witness cannot say if it was a tip from the public that led to this arrest, but Sherbut is now facing several charges, including robbery, attempt to kidnap, assault, and vulnerable adult abuse. He also had 2 outstanding warrants. The victim in this case, we're told, is doing well, despite the traumatic event she went through. In Phoenix, I'm John Treeweiler, ABC 15, Arizona.
And take 3 clean.
Police praised a bystander who managed to retrieve the wheelchair and said the suspect was wanted for a number of outstanding charges.
Take 1 with.
Las Vegas truly shined bright last night, and for all the right reasons. A Las Vegas Children's Hospital held an event for their patients called Lights of Love. The event is for children and families to experience a holiday fun and magical moment when hundreds of sparkling lights are turned on. As you can see, this event brings joy and happiness to many children. A moment in time for them not to think about their everyday struggles.
And take 2 clean. Music.
Well, that's all for this WPTV News Update. I'm Brianna Guyton.
And I'm Rob McDermott. We'll have another news update coming up at 11:30. We'll see you then.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Ready to fake flag? In 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. There you go. Nice.